After Half-Life 2, Valve decided to try something a little different in order to continue to tell the story of Gordon Freeman. Instead of taking their time with the full installment to continue the plot, they would release smaller episodic expansions that would be released in a much quicker period of time. That way the story could continue with a steady flow instead of trying to raise the bar every 6 or so years. For episode 1, you'd find yourself right after the explosion of the Citadel. Gordon's under a pile of debris, and the Citadel is kind of about to explode. And if it explodes, the entirety of City 17 is at serious risk of it getting pulverized before Alex and Gordon can escape. That means they have to go back inside and prevent the reactor from taking them all out. During this part of the game, Gordon gets its supercharged gravity gun again, so you only have this weapon until a good hour later. Overall, this level has some interesting action scenes, and it doesn't overstay its welcome too long, but it's not exactly the high point of the game. If anything, I would have liked to see some more creative uses of the gravity gun. For the most part, it just consists of pulling Combine over to you and killing them, plus some energy bars that slow the sockets and need power. After you delay the destruction of the Citadel and the city around it, Gordon and Alex hightail it to a train to get as far away from the Citadel as possible, which means they need to go through the zombie-infested underground. With Episode 1, Valve wanted to demonstrate and strengthen the player's bond with Alex through more heavy cooperation and little examples of unique interactions. Usually this means shining your flashlight on an enemy so Alex can see him and shoot him in the face, because you usually don't have any weapons or not enough ammo to take down an enemy on this part of the game. Besides the smile, either the zombie felt which is scripted to happen no matter what, or more optional quotes like what happens when you flash a flashlight on Alex's face, the chapter doesn't exactly provide much to strengthen that bond. Generally, I kinda hate this chapter. Eventually, the two find a walk-in elevator and make their way to an exit from the underground through a train station. Once they do, they begin to make their way through the city streets, through a hospital, and finally make their way to the evacuation effort at another train station to try to get out of the city. They manage to evacuate a pretty large number of rebel soldiers and refugees alike before finally hopping on a train themselves, after defeating the Strider and the Combine that tried to kill them. And eventually, the Citadel blows, sending out a message the Combine was trying to get out from the start of the game, and it ultimately knocks Gordon unconscious, the train quaking from the blast wave. All in all, Episode 1 was an interesting experiment. It was a short game with the intention of progressing the story along, and it might have worked. They even tried it a second time, but we'll see how that ended in the next episode. And that's it. Sorry this one both wasn't as long as the rest of them, and also took way longer to get out. I recently went to a conference, so I've been out of town for a while, and I've just been generally unmotivated, but here it is. I hope you don't mind the short episode. I also generally do not like Episode 1, so since I like Episode 2 significantly more, get ready for a much more in-depth video. Really love that game. Anyway, see ya later.